talk to you today about our top 5 resorts.
Yes.
And this is the top 5 resorts that we actually want to stay in.
Yes.
Not resorts that we have stayed in. So just wanted to clarify that, but we'll also go over the resorts that we've stayed in as well. Want to get started?
Sure.
So we haven't looked at each other's lists of our top 5, so this will be like a surprise to each of us because we didn't show each other our list, but we did write them down.
Mine's kind of right in front of you, so.
Oh, I didn't even look at it. I got mine in hand and he's got his right there.
Alright, my number 5 is all-star movies. And I know that sounds kind of weird, but I've just always wanted to stay there. I mean, I've always wanted to just kind of see what it is all about and see the 101 Dalmatians, the big statues that they have of the different type of movies and things. So I just think that'd be awesome. So.
Yeah. Yeah, and we are staying in All-Star Movies in October.
Yeah.
So that'll be really exciting for Adam. I've stayed at all the All-Stars, which we'll talk to you about here in a few. But yeah, you'll love All-Star Movies. I know you will.
Not only that, why not complete it? So.
Yeah. Yeah, you've stayed in the other two, so.
Exactly.
Yeah, so my number 5, I have to look at mine. I have to look at what, okay. My number 5 is Art of Animation.
Oh,
and I've never stayed in Art of Animation. I've been over there and toured the resort, but I've never stayed there. So I just love the theming there. I know that they have like the Little Mermaid, the Lion King, they have Cars and Nemo. I think those are the 4 that they have. But just the theming and the art there is just amazing. And like, I'm not like a huge art person or like anything, but they have like in their lobby like the illustrations, like how they were drawn out, all the characters and everything. They also have pistachio ice cream. So when
I believe that's the only resort you can get pistachio ice cream at.
I'm pretty sure too. But the pistachio ice cream I just saw while I was in the food court because I just went there and kind of explored it one year. And it just looked really good. I didn't get to try it, but we're definitely going to try that at some point. But yeah, I would say that their pool is really cool that I looked at. It's like they got the cozy cones all around there, so I just think that would be a really cool resort to stay at. So if you want to go ahead.
My number 4, you know, I was just looking at it and I kind of think I want to change it up.
Oh no, it's in stone. It's written in stone.
Oh, okay. So my number 4 I put on there was the Riviera.
You can't be changing it because of mine.
I didn't change it because of mine. But, you know, I don't know. It just, from when we stayed at our other resort in September, and just looking at it, From Caribbean Beach. But, it just looked mesmerizing and just looked so beautiful from the outside. And it really makes me just want to check out the inside and see what it is all about. And of course, it's got the Skyliner that goes to it, so you can hop right on that and stuff. So, I don't know. I just really want to check it out.
Yeah, it does look really, really cool. And I don't know if any of you guys have noticed this ever, but the R for the Riviera on that resort reminds me of the movie Richie Rich.
Yes.
Like how the R's are.
Yes.
And I'm like, this is so cool. Like, I don't know. I feel like the R's are exactly like.
I mean, it kind of looks, because Richie Rich is a Disney movie.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's true. And I would definitely stay there too. Yeah. I mean, of course, it's a deluxe resort.
I mean, it looks like a freaking castle.
Yeah, it does.
Wait.
And I saw other people's YouTube videos when they were first building it and like looking at it from across the lake from Caribbean Beach, but like let me just tell you, like that doesn't do it justice.
No.
Like when we got to Caribbean Beach and looked across the lake because our room was right there, like to where we had a straight shot view of the Riviera.
We'll show you a picture of that too.
Yeah, it was just like huge. It is like way more, bigger.
Oh yeah.
Way bigger than it seems like in pictures or in like the YouTube videos that you've seen for tours and stuff. But yeah, I like your choice.
Not only that, I believe out on the lawn, there's like a spot where they have, where you can go, and it's like a big blow up thing that they have where like you can play pool.
Yeah, resort activities.
Yeah, the resort activities, and it's just like all the balls in the cue ball are like a big beach ball, and then they have the square around.
Yep.
So I mean, and then it's got the spots where you kick the cue ball to the next ball and it goes in a hole and stuff.
Yeah.
Of course, it's not an actual hole, but
yeah,
it's like a basket that you, like a hula hoop or something that you kick it into.
All the resorts have resort activities, but I don't think we've ever seen that at a resort.
No.
It looked really cool, and we just saw that from somebody else's YouTube video that we saw. So my number 4 is Coronado Springs. Okay. And I really want to check out Coronado. I know this is a moderate resort. For those of that you don't know, this is a moderate resort. I love the new expansion that they built on there. I've never been to Coronado. I've only seen pictures and video and things like that, but I've never been there. They have some great restaurants and bars that I'd like to check out that have like great food. I just love the architecture of it, and then just like the water. I love the water feature too. I just think it would be a really cool resort to explore. It's not the fanciest, but like I just think it's something different. Yeah. What do you love about it?
I just noticed your top 3 and we have the same.
Do we really? You peeked.
Well, you're peeking at mine.
No, I didn't even look. I'm not even looking. Like, seriously? Yeah. Okay. Well, here we go with that. But my number 4 is Coronado, just because, like, I've always kind of wanted to stay there. I've stayed at, which I'll tell you in a little bit where I've stayed, but it's a moderate resort that I haven't stayed at, you know, and I really want to check it out. So, what's your number 3 there, Mr. Adam?
My number 3 is Fort Wilderness. So Fort Wilderness Lodge, I should say.
Fort Wilderness and Wilderness Lodge are 2 different things. I'm teaching him right now.
That is true.
Okay, I didn't know if you remembered. Fort Wilderness is the campground and Wilderness Lodge is the hotel.
Well, okay, well, I meant Wilderness Lodge instead of Fort Wilderness.
Oh no, you're camping there in a tent, you put Fort Wilderness. So,
I mean, I haven't really got to see, well, I'll just go with Fort Wilderness. It's basically Disney's campground. I haven't been there to even check it out, to even see what it's about, but you do bring your own camper there, and they do have where you can set your camper up and everything, so.
I can't believe we have the same. Are you serious? This is going to make it really not interesting.
I mean, I could change.
No, it's okay. But, like, Wilderness Lodge, I've been there and I've ate there at Whispering Canyon, and it was very, very fun. This is also my number 3, by the way. It is like, I was really young when I ate there, but I remember something about, like, if you have to ask for ketchup or something, you know, like, they make a big scene about it, and so it makes you not want to ask for ketchup or anything.
Well, that's good, because I don't eat ketchup.
Yeah,
so
you don't.
There'll never be a scene.
So, but I've heard it's just really fun. From what I can remember, it was really fun. I don't know if it's changed since I've ate there, but that's not the only reason why I want to stay there. It's just a beautiful, beautiful resort, like a cabin, huge cabin.
I mean, from pictures that I have seen, and from other vloggers, YouTube vloggers that do the Disney thing, I mean, it looks gorgeous.
And huge.
Yeah, and huge.
Like, humongous. Going off of your Fort Wilderness, though, I would like to take the golf cart, like, around the campground.
Yeah.
And just check it out, especially around Halloween when people have their campsites decorated and everything like that, to just check it out, because I've heard that is just the coolest thing ever. So that might be something we do in October, if, you know, if we don't do parks the whole time.
Yeah.
But, you know, Wilderness Lodge, there's so many things to do. I definitely recommend it for, if you have kids, especially. There's just so many resort activities. You don't have to always be doing stuff at the park. So, yeah, so you want to go ahead with your number 2.
Okay, so our number 2 is pretty much the same. So, but it's Polynesian.
Yeah.
The Polynesian Resort. And just when you walk in there, the smell that you get, I mean, it's gorgeous. And then not only that,
I'm so proud of you.
what?
With the smells, because
Oh.
like, I don't know if you guys have watched our past videos, but like, I've been to Disney so many times. You know, when we got together, I started taking him more and more often, and we planned trips together. But like, he's got it from the get-go, but like, when he talks about the smells, I'm like, you get it, you just get it. So.
But I mean, there's just, with the Polynesian though, there's so much that you can do there, where it's, you know, you can go out. One of the places that we like to do is go get Dole Whip and then sit out on the lawn and watch the fireworks.
Yes. So like, this is our little secret, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know that are Disney junkies and whatever, but like, you don't have to have a park ticket to go explore the Polynesian resort.
No, or any of the resorts.
Yeah, or any of the resorts, right. But you want to see fireworks without going into the Magic Kingdom with a great view is the lawn outside the back door of the Polynesian lobby.
Yeah.
And get your Dole Whip at Pineapple LANAI and sit on the lawn and watch Happily Ever After, because they have the music playing right there on the lawn for you, so you can watch it. It's really, really neat.
It's awesome. Yeah, you can't see all the stuff from the castle,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a great fireworks show, and the music is just mesmerizing.
Yep, so that's my number 2 as well, and like, if you're planning on going to watch Happily, you can go out to the pier and watch the water pageant too, and that's been there for ages and ages. It's the same water pageant, if you've ever seen it, it's the same, it's not changed. It's just a nice, cool, you know, parade on the water of lights that your kids would love. If you have kids, but I love it as an adult, of course. But another thing that Adam and I have been really wanting to do at the Polynesian is rent the little boats there.
Yeah, the little water
the little
boats.
2-seater boats, and just like cruise the lake there.
Yeah.
So.
And guys, those are very inexpensive.
Yeah, like we were thinking they were like going to be super expensive.
I mean, we were thinking they were going to be like $200 to rent, or you know, somewhere in that $100 range. But if I remember correctly, and we'll find out for sure, and we'll insert that in here on the video as well.
Yeah.
But I do believe it's $45 for an hour that you can do it at.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, you know, if that's something to where you get to go drive around Seven Seas Lagoon, and you can explore as much as you want to explore.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, you just gotta have it back in an hour, or you can pay for 2 hours, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think you can do it as long as you want. I'm not sure if there's a maximum, but we can get more details on that. But yeah, that's something we really want to check out. And they also have fishing excursions as well, which is
the thing that you've been wanting to do. Why Polynesian is
Polynesian.
The Polynesian is your second one. Is you've been wanting to do this for a while now.
Let me think. Oh, wait. Does it have to do with more than one resort?
No, it's got to do with Polynesian.
Eat at Kona?
No. The luau.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to do the luau. I did the luau once when I was like 5 years old. The very first time I went, my grandparents took me, and I like vaguely remember it. Like I remember, you know, bits and pieces. You know, skirts. We still have the shell necklaces that we got from there, and then I just really want to do that again. I don't even, because I don't remember the food. I don't remember anything. I just know I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I forgot all about that. And I'm not sure how much in advance you have to book your reservations for that, because I'm not sure if
I don't know.
that's one thing that, like, if they go fast or whatever, so. Alright, do you want to tell them our number one? Do you want to say it together?
No, go ahead.
You want me to say it?
Okay.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Animal Kingdom Lodge
is our number 1.
Yes.
And we have explored Animal Kingdom Lodge several times. You know, we've only been to like the Jambo house. We haven't done Kidani Village or anything, but we've explored it because we eat there at Boma every trip.
Yeah.
Every single trip we have to eat at Boma for breakfast. We haven't tried Boma for dinner or any of the other restaurants there, but it's always like a tradition to eat breakfast and then go out to the lookout and look at the animals.
Yep.
Adam's a huge animal
Huge
lover.
fan. I love it.
And he, you know, he made me even like Animal Kingdom much more because, you know, how much he loves animals, and I would just like to go and sit out on the balcony and just like drink coffee and watch the animals, and, you know, it'd just be really, really cool.
And we'll insert a picture of that too, because I believe that you have taken a picture of that where you can actually go sit out on a balcony, and it's just like a...
Yeah, I do. I have a little clip where we're sitting out on the balcony, and I will insert that because I forgot to do that on one of our videos.
From where you can actually just sit out there and just drink your coffee or read a book and whatnot. So,
or just rocking chairs, and you can rock out there as long as you want, even if you're not staying in a room with a balcony. So, but if we stay there, we have to get some Savannah view because I just don't feel like it's gonna be worth it.
That's my number one thing of why I want to stay there is because the Savannah view that you get. I mean, it's just, who does not want to wake up and see animals like African safari animals?
Yeah, for
you know,
sure.
I mean, even a giraffe. Like a giraffe could be right there.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I mean...
It would be really cool.
I mean, it would just be awesome.
Yeah, so that's definitely our number one, and it might not be your number one. I know there's a lot more fancier places if you like the fanciness, but I feel like Animal Kingdom Lodge is what a deluxe resort is all about.
Not only that, fun fact about Animal Kingdom Lodge, Adam Sandler stays there.
He does. Yeah, and I think some other celebrities stay there too. They love it a lot. So
one of these days we're gonna see him
there. we keep wondering. It's like, is he gonna be here?
Yeah.
Because one of my friends' moms has seen him in Animal Kingdom too. But if you want to go ahead and tell them where you have stayed, what resorts you've stayed in, because we just listed our resorts that we want to stay.
Yeah. So, the first place that I ever stayed at when I was 16 years old was Port Orleans Riverside. I vaguely remember that. It's got like the water wheel on the back of it and stuff. So.
Yes, that's there.
Yeah.
That's a restaurant. That's like the place that you eat. But it's not a boat.
But I thought there was another thing out on the pond or
there
lake.
Might have been, but I don't remember it. So correct us if we're wrong.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. So, another one that I've stayed at was when we went in 2017 with your grandparents and your sister, was All Star Music, which that was cool. Next one we stayed at was when we went in 2018 with my mom, sister, and youngest niece. We stayed at All Star Sports, and then the most recent one that we stayed at last year in 2019 was Caribbean Beach, and I love all of them. Port Orleans, I can't really remember a whole bunch about it.
Yeah, see, I don't either.
But I mean, don't get me wrong, I would stay at every one of those again.
Yeah.
I mean, so...
Yeah. So I've actually stayed in 7 resorts, just due to my grandparents taking us every other year. I've stayed in all of the All-Stars, All-Star Movies, All-Star Sports, and All-Star Music. They are all the same type of resort, okay? They're all set up the same, different theming. The only difference is All-Star Music has suites, and All-Star Sports and All-Star Music do not have suites. So if you're a bigger family, you want that extra bed, and you need the suite, stay at All-Star Music. All-Star Music, I will tell you, would be my probably least favorite thing of all the All-Stars. But it's a great resort. I don't have any complaints.
No complaints on that.
My favorite All-Stars is probably All-Star Sports. And I know that's so weird because you're like...
Yeah, you're not a sports fan.
I'm not a huge sports fan at all, But like, I loved it. And maybe it was with the people that we were with. I don't know.
Could have been. Yeah, I don't know.
And then I've also stayed at Pop Century. Pop Century is my favorite value resort, all around. I was trying to explain to you didn't get to see that last trip. We did a walkthrough there. You didn't get to see everything, but that's where we got on the gondolas.
Oh yeah.
So you got to see some of it, but you didn't get to see all of it. But I don't know why, but I love Pop Century. I love it. It's just my favorite. My next one I stayed in is Caribbean Beach. Of course, I've stayed there 2 times. One when I was younger, and I remembered it was like a huge resort. And when I got there this past year, it wasn't as big as I remembered. And don't get me wrong, it's a big resort, but it wasn't like, you know when you're a kid, you look at things like it's humongous, And they've also updated a lot in the lobby area, the marketplace, and all that, and all that. So that was cool. But Caribbean Beach is definitely on one of my top 5 resorts in Disney to stay. I've also stayed at Port Orleans French Quarter, which is opposite to where you stayed on the riverside. So I have the French Quarter. I stayed there my very first time going, and I only remember it because we have video of it, and my grandma recorded it. So other than that, I think it's a really cool resort. They have the slide with the dragon. You slide down his tongue. That's cool. Yeah, and they're full. Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's really neat. I don't know if I'd stay in the French Quarter again, but I'd probably stay at Riverside if I had a choice, just from things that I've heard and everything. I remember as a kid there taking the boat. We took the boat from, I'm not sure where it goes to. I think Disney Springs or downtown Disney from Port Orleans. So that's kind of nice that you can travel by boat to get there. And then the last one that I've stayed at is the Contemporary, and it is the only deluxe resort that I've ever stayed at. And I stayed there when I was younger too. I was probably, I would say 6 or 7 when I stayed there. So like I said, vaguely remember it. Only remember it because I have video of it. Thank you, Grandma. And we have pictures of our character breakfast at Chef Mickey's, which was, the layout was completely different than I remember it. Nowadays, anyways. But I love the Contemporary, don't get me wrong. We didn't stay in the actual, archway where the monorail goes through. We stayed on, the outer area, Grandpa said. So, I don't remember it. What I do remember is before they had Animal Kingdom and we were staying in Contemporary, they had this little island that you could, hop on the boat and travel to and go see all these animals. Maybe, correct me if I'm wrong, is it Discovery Island? I don't remember what it's called. So, I don't remember. So, correct me if I'm wrong. But I think it was called Discovery Island. And there was a whole bunch of animals on there. You could take the boat back and forth, Disney transportation. Yeah, but I vaguely remember that. So, are you just smiling? But, yeah, so that's where I've stayed. And I'd have to say, my favorite place that I stayed at, out of all the places I've stayed at, is Caribbean. So.
I think what makes Caribbean is the pool, Old Port Royale.
Well, that, and
I think that's why a lot of people remember it and everything else.
Just the theming, too.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm on an island.
Yeah.
The sand and the hammocks and everything like that. I know I've said this before in previous videos, but if you're going to stay at Caribbean Beach, please have at least 1 or 2 resort days because you want to fully enjoy that resort.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So, do you have anything else?
Sure don't.
Well, with that said, leave your comments down below and tell us your favorite resorts and, or ones that you think that should be on our list that aren't. And don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, guys, that was just that was just our top 5.
Just off the top of our heads.
Just off the top of our heads that we would like to stay at.
Yeah, so I did want to update you guys too. I know we have had a May trip coming up. We haven't told them
Oh
this.
yeah.
We were supposed to leave May 8th and get back on the 12th, so it was going to be another short trip. We had to cancel just due to the COVID-19 situation. You know, it's not going to be safe to go, and who knows if Disney will be open. I doubt they will. So we just canceled our trip. So we will be just waiting until October, counting down. So
better safe than sorry, though.
Yep. So we're hopefully going on our cruise still. We don't know for sure if they'll
I think
cancel
we'll
it
still
on
be
it.
alright.
But if not, we're still doing the park. So hopefully everything will be, you know, way over and we'll be back to normal. So
I can only hope.
with that said, we will see you guys next vlog.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.